Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another video. I hope that you guys are doing great. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some really cute DIY room decor ideas. These are super cute DIYs that I made using air dried clay, and not only are they super cute to look at, but they're also functional. So I'm very excited for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoy it. If you do enjoy this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get into the video. For all three of these DIYs, you will need air dried clay. You can easily find air dried clay on Amazon, at Michael's, pretty much any dollar store. If you are Canadian, I have seen air dried clay at Dollarama. For the very first DIY, I'm going to be showing you how to make a super cute jewelry box that looks like a couch. So the first thing you're going to do is knead the clay and start rolling it out. You do want the clay to be on the thicker side because if it's too thin, it might not hold up together very well, or it might even snap. So make sure that the clay is a little bit thick. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut out a rectangle. I didn't really measure the size of this rectangle. If you guys do want the measurements, you can let me know in a comment and I can measure it out for you guys. But I really just kind of played it by eye. Like, I just felt like this was a nice size, so I kind of went with it. So this rectangle piece is going to be for the back of the couch. Now you're going to go ahead and roll out some more clay, and you're going to cut out 2 rectangle pieces for the sides. You should have a total of 3 pieces, so 1 piece for the back and 2 pieces for the side. I'm going in with my fingers and I'm going to round off the edges and kind of just see like if I'm overall happy with the way it's turning out. Now I'm working on the bottom piece, and this is going to be where you will be putting your jewelry. So it is quite thick, as you can see, and I am using the back piece to make sure that it will fit in place. Once you're kind of happy with the shape, go ahead and go in with your X-Acto knife and cut out the clay and start scooping it out. As I was taking out the clay, you're going to see here that it starts losing its shape, and that's because I didn't place the clay on my desk. So when you're doing this, please use the right tools, because the way I did it in the beginning wasn't right at all. But here you can see that I'm using the proper tool, and that's making it so much easier to take out. Now is the time to attach all of the pieces together. So I'm going to score the clay, add some water, attach everything, and then blend everything together. This is a very important step because if you do not do this, the pieces will come off. So make sure that you take your time doing this part. It actually happened to me, which you will see later on in this video, which is why I'm really emphasizing this, but make sure to blend the clay in. I did also make a top cushion piece. Once you're happy with the shape of everything, you want to let your clay air dry completely. This might take about 24 to 48 hours, depending on what clay you're using. Once the clay has completely dried, you can go ahead and start painting it. I decided to paint my couch this really pretty pink color. You can of course do whatever color that you like. If you want, you can also make a pattern on the couch. I think that would also look really cute. I decided to just stick with a solid color. And you will probably need to do at least 2 to 3 layers of paint just to make sure that it's really nice and opaque. And yeah, make sure to also use a gloss varnish when you're done. That will not only give it a really nice shine, but it will also protect the paint. And here is the jewelry box all completed. I am obsessed with the way it turned out. It looks so cute. I also decided to add my little calico critter on top. If you want, you can also make something using clay. Now for the second DIY, I recently have been obsessed with jelly cats. I only have one jelly cat, which I got for my birthday. And I decided to make a miniature shelf with jelly cats on top, and the shelf is also a makeup brush holder. So that is what we are making. I'm going to start by rolling out my clay, and I'm going to make the back piece of the shelf. Again, I don't have measurements for any of this. I just kind of eyeballed it. So once you're happy with the back piece, you are going to make a really long strip that is going to be the side of the shelf. And now we're going to add some shelving pieces, and again, make sure to blend your clay in very well, otherwise it will come off. So take your time making sure that you're happy with the shape. And now I'm going to go ahead and make the makeup brush holder part of this shelf. So basically I have this like big piece of clay that I'm going to attach to the back, and then I'm also going to attach a piece at the bottom so that the brushes don't come out. By the time you're done, this is what the shelf should look like. So I'm going to set that aside and let it dry and start moving on to the jelly cats. So I'm going to be making 5 different jelly cats. We're making 2 marshmallows, a strawberry cake, a bean jelly cat, which is the one I actually have, and then also a heart jelly cat. You always have to make sure that the clay is completely dry before you start painting it. So once the clay was dry, I went in and started painting the shelf. I am painting this a color called antique white. It's basically white with like some yellow mixed in, I guess. I won't lie, it took me a solid day to decide what color I would paint the shelf. I wanted to do like a nice bright like purple, I don't know, like I just wanted to do something colorful, but then I also wanted the jelly cats to pop, so I ended up going with a very neutral color, but you can of course do whatever color that you like. Here I'm just painting all of my jelly cats now, which is pretty easy. You just open up a jelly cat picture on your phone and replicate it. Once you're all done, make sure to apply a few coats of gloss varnish. That will not only give it a really nice shine, but also protect the paint. I'm popping in all of my jelly cats in the shelf, and here is the brush holder all completed. I just put some of my makeup brushes in, and look how cute that looks. For the third and final DIY, I'm going to be making a bear calendar. So the vision of this is basically it's going to be a planter, and then a bear's head is kind of like popping out. I'm starting by making the planter, which is basically a cylinder of clay, and then I'm going to go ahead and make the head. I'm also going to add a strip of clay on the side of the planter. This is basically where I messed up, and you're going to see that in a minute because I did not blend the clay. So this piece that I'm making, it's not going to last. I'm scoring the clay and attaching the head onto the planter, and then I'm also going to add like a little like sprout on the head of the bear. I think that's such a cute touch. Now we're going to do the same thing that we did for the couch. I'm going to go ahead with my X-Acto knife and cut out a rectangle and just hollow it out. To make this calendar actually functional, we're going to make different dices. So I am going to make 3 rectangle dices for the months and then 3 cubes for the dates. So we have our cubes and little dices here for the dates. We're gonna go ahead and let that completely dry. And now we're gonna start painting. So this is what I was talking about. The side trim of the planter completely snapped off. I tried gluing it back together. You actually cannot glue 2 dried pieces of clay together. I already knew that, but like I tried like putting paint and then gluing it, but that didn't work either. So we're gonna fix that in a little bit, but that's the lesson when you don't blend your clay. I'm just painting the little cute bear planter, so the bottom is going to be a brown, and then I did like a light beige for the actual bear face, and then we're also going to add a little cute face for the bear, some blush, and now I'm going to actually go in and fix the trim issue that we had. I basically ended up cutting a strip of craft foam and I'm going to glue that in place. So that is pretty much the solution. I'm going to try my best to explain the calendar part of this video. So basically the 3 rectangles will have different months on it. So each rectangle will have 4 months. And then for the dates, you have 3 cubes, like I said earlier, right? So you're going to put 0 to 3 on the first cube. For the second cube, you're going to do 1 to 6. And then for the third cube, you're going to do 0, 7, 8, 9. That is basically how I did it. Here is the bear calendar all completed. I think it turned out super cute. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in a comment which DIY was your favorite. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic day. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one.